Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call your friends. Tell them to get on and listen to what these fucking idiots are saying. Comment, hit that subscribe. We want to hear your opinions, but not really. We need the money. Let's begin. There you go.
And we're back with another episode of Complete Nonsense.
I love when the lights go on and we're on.
We're on.
We come in, we're trying to get shit done, we're stumbling around, you were asleep, dozing. This guy comes in, he's like, is the room set up? As soon as the lights are on, we're fucking going, right? That's what being actors is about. Yes, hello podcast land. I want to start the show real quick by having you look at that. Look at this picture that come up. Sherpa, can you put that all the way on the screen? Okay. T, when I go, I want you to write a service arrangement like this guy. I don't know if you can see that picture.
I can't see it. I can see it, but I can't read it.
All right, I'm going to read it for you. It says, so this guy passes. He's Lombardi, my friend, right, in Tampa. So he says, sorry for your loss, right? You know the big guy. My big tall.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So he sends this to me, and it says service arrangements for my brother. I'm not going to say his name because we don't know. Please come show your support for him and his family during this hard time. Please be respectful and cordial if you do come. No disrespect or bullshit will be tolerated.
Isn't that already known?
But how big of a douchebag do you need to be? Like
at a funeral.
Who did he have friends that are that big of douchebags?
It's like when you see in the movie, we love babies, but however, if they're crying, as a courtesy to others, please take them to the lobby.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Like you're telling everybody to come to your brother's funeral, but you're making sure.
Service announcement.
Weird. Just fucking weird. I had to start.
There must be bad blood in the family.
Or to his friends. So Lombardi. And then my other friend says, real sorry for your loss. So I was really going to comment like, what happened? Like,
don't come.
Yeah. Like there's a guy at home thinking right now, oh man, I really want to go to Bob's funeral, but I don't know if I'll be able to control myself.
I am 100% they have assigned seats. 100%.
That's fucking sick. So Sherpa, we're gonna tell you we are gonna think about we're not even thinking about we're gonna do this new venture, and hopefully there'll be times you can come because I know it's tough for you on weekends because you got newbies in the house, but we decided last weekend to try and film an on the road show, right? Of the Dees doing things that he really doesn't like in terms of scary houses.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
So we ended up in Cassadaga.
It sounds the same.
What is
Quesadilla,
it? Cassadaga? Is it
Cassadaga?
Cassadaga, thank you. And we go to Cassadaga, and Staxx and Dees find the devil's
Not
throne.
the Dees. That was Staxx.
The
Dees doesn't find any of that.
The devil's throne. All right. Now I don't know if you can find that somewhere, or maybe you can, but it's a mother and a daughter, and a father and a son.
I can't help you here.
Two different little grave sites, right? But the grave sites surrounded by a brick wall. Okay, well, and they're in this.
Yeah, I mean they're not little. I mean the grave itself is like a big tomb.
Right.
Yeah,
but there's
like two of them.
Yeah, but it was it was a little brick wall, about 3 foot brick wall.
A little brick wall, but it was just it was a big tomb for two people.
I mean,
and there are other two people.
There's a Wikipedia on it, the Devil's Chair, the urban legend.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
first thing that pops up.
Yeah, but this
first of all, the title is scary.
Devil's Chair.
Do you see it? Scary. Is it showing in Cassadaga?
Yeah, Lake Helen, Cassadaga.
All right. So we saw it. We were there. And we wanted to get in.
We saw it. We saw it all over it.
We did. We saw it. We wanted to get in at midnight, but we were going to have to climb a fence. So
we didn't want to do that at all.
Yeah, I was going to climb the fence. I could climb the fence. So we start out. We're there during the day, which that in itself would have been fantastic. So we go out, and it's about 5 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock. 6
Yeah, we got
o'clock,
there about 5.
6 o'clock, right? It was Saturday, right as it started to rain. So we get there, and there's two different tomb sites. One with a mother and daughter, and one with a father and a son, and they're not next to each other. They're about 50 yards away from each other, right? Same family, Thatcher. Remember, it was the Thatcher family.
Thatcher family.
Right. So in these it's a little square, and then they have this big concrete chair in it, and people leave like beer bottles, full beer bottles, pictures.
This is it, right?
Knives. They leave.
That's it.
Knives.
I sat there, right?
Yeah,
You sat in it?
Of course I sat in it.
Yeah, of course you
I'm not
did.
scared of that shit. So.
There's a lot of things that I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
The knife. Let's start with the knife.
Well, let's start off when we first got there. I mean, obviously, it's a town where everybody goes to ghost hunt, I guess.
No, they go there for Cassadaga is known for the psychic readings. Everybody there's a psychic.
Yeah, but
remember
there was
the
people
first time?
right when we got there. There was people everywhere doing what is it called? Talking to ghosts.
Yeah. With their little radios, bro. They got these little Amazon radios. Staxx goes out and buys one. They're trying to fuck with it in the back of the seat. Her, CC, Dees and I are up front. They're trying to figure out how to fucking make this little AM/FM transit work. Right?
I don't even like messing with that thing because the first thing that pops up, Staxx tries to do it at home. And I'm like, first of all, what the fuck are you doing this at home? Don't do it here. And then when she puts it on, the first thing that comes out of that thing is attack.
Yeah.
It says attack.
Wait, hold on. That was the app. Yeah. She goes and downloads this ghost hunting app, and the thing is constantly saying words like the whole time.
I was like, please don't. Don't do that. Like, I don't know why you're attacking all of a sudden.
What I believe is that when you download that app, no doubt, is linked into your phone somehow. It has to.
I don't know, man, because it says some stuff when I was sitting there, which was very odd. Like my daughter turned 16. Happy birthday, baby.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mads. Can't wait to see you this weekend.
She turned 16, and I was actually in the room making shirts. That's random.
Yeah, but shirts. On your phone it says shirts.
Not on my phone. Somewhere. I was making shirts, but they came in and they pointed out the thing, and they said, T-shirts, and it said 6, and I was making 6 T-shirts, and then it said 16, and my daughter's turning 16. That's not random, bro. I just don't know. That's demonic.
I don't know if
that's demonic. I mean, I don't know why I would say that.
I just don't know if the Android app that you picked, because there's 20 of them.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the one that actually works.
It was from like Jack and Kobe.
There's no doubt it has to. And let's hope it works, right? Because we're gonna try this. Well, right. You don't want it to work.
No, I don't want it to work at all.
But we get to this site, so now we park. First of all, you need to try one time of the comedy of errors with this 4-person family on their adventures. One's fighting about who's driving. The other one's talking about the fucking app. Another one's talking about the rain. Another one's talking about, swerving and who's coming. So the whole trip is that's we do all the time.
Yeah,
we love each other extensively.
It's just a fight. The whole
we are constantly at arms about what we're doing. Yeah. We're having a great time, but we're at arms. Yeah. So we get to think now they're yelling at me about parking in the cemetery. You have to park in the cemetery. There's no parking lot.
This is not a regular cemetery either. It's an old cemetery in the back of a farm or something.
Very old.
So she was acting like there was parking spots, which there were not. There were none.
Yeah. They're both in the back of the car saying,
I think you parked on the grave.
I did one night. You don't park on the grave.
I'm pretty sure.
You go through a graveyard, right? And they have the roads, and you just park on the side of the road. So you go up to where you know where your loved one is, and you go up there and you visit the grave. They're like, you got to find a parking spot. How the fuck am I pointing? Where's there a parking spot?
We were not visiting any loved ones. We were just there to investigate
the devils.
We had no idea.
Look, he found that little transistor radio. So we walk up to this. We walk up to the woman, right, who's outside of it. First of all, I get accosted by her mom, who is
immediately
reading a Bible, bro. Right, reading a Bible, and she's like, "You Jesus," because on the bench it said Jesus Christ. So I read it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and she goes, "What'd you say?" I said, I'm reading the seat, and she goes, "I'm about Jesus." I said, "Well, we don't want to do this right now." I said, "Ma'am, I'm not your God guy, right?" And she just huffed off. Didn't want anything to do with me. So then her daughter.
Meanwhile, her daughter's trying to find Satan.
Find Satan. She's literally trying to find Satan. And she's got this little transistor radio, and she goes, "Don't worry, I'm gonna find it." And she starts to push button, little and it's literally a transistor AM/FM radio, right? It's like that old time tape recorder that you used to have, right? Which if you reach around right there, remember that? You see a top shelf, buddy? That's what we were looking at, right? Yeah, it's just so she goes, "I'm gonna scan it. I'm gonna find you a channel." So all you hear is this, and then she's like, "Yeah, yep. Right." Then
die,
like,
attack.
Didn't you hear it say death? I'm like, no, it didn't say fucking death. It did not say
Who's
death.
doing this? Who's talking to you?
Random woman.
Chick.
Random woman.
I'm over here going, do you mind being videotaped?
Yeah, he's asking her. As he's videoing them, he's
Can you ask Satan if he minds?
He's literally, so him and I are trying to figure out, all right, we're having at least a conversation about how we're going to do this. And I'm like, fuck it, let's just go live, right? We'll just go Facebook. I went TikTok live and let's just go live. So he's like, well, we should try and tape it. I'm like, oh, okay. Neither one of us know what the fuck we're doing.
None.
So I know how to push the live button on TikTok. So there we are. And I'm like, we start talking, hey, it's complete nonsense, right? And there's like 5 viewers pop in and out, right? It was not a whole lot of people. 5 viewers. But we're going to do it again. 5 viewers pop in and out, right? So now, and he's doing this, he's walking around these people and he's like this, right? Do you mind if I film you?
I'm trying to divert from sitting in the chair, going near the chair.
I'm sitting in the chair.
So there's like things in the chair, and AC goes over, and he sits down. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. You don't have gloves on. Like, don't touch it. And then he sits down, and he's like, and he reaches over, and there's a knife.
A knife.
Somebody left a knife in the chair. Like
a knife.
Why? I don't even understand that.
A hunting knife. Like
it wasn't like a Ricky Dink old shit knife. It was nice. Like a real deal knife.
Real nice. I should have taken it. I should somebody could take it. Yeah,
who are you going to murder in a graveyard?
What's going to happen is one guy's going to go in there one night, jump the fence at midnight, and somebody's going to have that knife. And you because there is deranged people in this world. Yeah. Somebody going to stab with that.
I'm
knife.
just going to watch you jump the fence. I think that's going to be the majority of the show. You going over this?
I would
fence.
totally try and get over that fence. And then Zeke Zeus one day will call in and he'll tell you the story about me trying to get over the fence at fucking one of those Rockvilles in Ohio, and I was hanging by my foot. It was a whole fucking mess. But we were definitely going to try and do that. So then, he's walking around. Do you mind if we film you? Do we mind if we film you? And everybody's kind of like, I guess. I don't mind. You're already fucking filming me.
Meanwhile, there's die the whole time.
Yeah. So the whole time. Now Staxx and CC go walk off. Like they're visiting people they know.
Yeah, like they're zombies.
They're walking around. They're walking around the entire cemetery. Cemetery is maybe, what would you say, square mile?
Reading graves. I don't know what they were doing.
Looking, look at this one. Oh, look at this one. There was one sad one. And there are some sad graves. I mean, but again, the kid died, and he was born October 4th of like 1912. And died like January 6th, 1913. So it was a little person. Another kind of tomb like that, where the whole family was encased in this little brick wall, right? With another chair. There was another chair, but you couldn't get in that one. The other ones we could walk in. That other one was blocked. So what they were doing, even to this day, you're talking over 100 years ago, right? They were still leaving this kid toys. It was really cute, sad, but
there was the one in the. There's also one in the middle for those
with the toys.
Yeah, with the toys.
With the toys, man.
My question was, and I still don't know the answer to it.
Yeah.
Why did the Devil's Chair surround the Thatcher group?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And we don't know
what created that.
Yeah. Just some urban legend, man.
Well, I know, but it's a big thing in Cassadaga.
Yeah. But it's definitely that's interesting. The interesting part of it is who created that urban legend. So it's definitely and why that family, right? I agree. Yeah. And we never really got to, maybe he's seeing it. Can you tell from that picture, is it the Thatcher boys or the Thatcher girls that have the Devil's Chair in it? Because both grave sites are the exact same color, same shape, same size, but one's the boys, one's the girls. And we couldn't figure out, both people told us different stories.
So let me paint the picture too. One of them, you put like drinks and stuff on, people put majority of the time beer.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to leave and come back and it's gone. Yeah. Well, not gone, like it's been drank.
And the groundskeeper pick it up.
Like, or whatever it may be. I mean, it's always, it's gone. Yeah. Probably the case.
It's for sure the groundskeeper.
And the other one just had like paintings and a knife.
Yeah, paintings and a knife.
I don't know.
But
I didn't know what are they both? There's one Devil's Chair, but what's the? I I don't understand.
We don't know which is which. So that's the one right there. That's exactly what I sat at. And they were all, and I wouldn't say they all because it was just me and Dees at this point because Cece and Staxx were out visiting long rush.
I did not go into that thing. I did not. I stood on the outside of that thing. I was not even going near it.
So now we leave there, right? So we do our little business there. Now we're gonna go check out the town, right? And we say, hey, let's go get ourselves a reading, right? Just like a tarot card reading or something like that.
Which that is what the town is really known for. They have them everywhere.
Everywhere. But you've been there, right, Sherpa? You know what that town's like, right? It's all like mediums and psychics.
There's a lot of things that happened when we were traveling.
Jesus. It's just so broken down, though.
There's nobody. First of all, I don't understand. Like, you were stopping at
Memorial Day.
Yeah, you were stopping at random, like, the entire town is like you said, broken down.
Broken down.
And you think it's abandoned homes.
Yeah, really.
But there's no lights on.
Nobody has a light on.
Nobody. Fucking vampires?
Like nobody, right?
Not a light in sight.
Yeah, dark. We were in total darkness. Really, it was very weird.
But then all of a sudden you see movement in the house. You're like, it's a person.
It was a very good observation by you. We're driving. He's like, did these people not believe in lights? There were no light. We're talking about we were there Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is Monday, so we were there Sunday night, the day before Memorial Day. Everybody should have been out. It wasn't raining at that point.
No.
And we were there early, 6 to 7. It was fucking pitch dark.
It was ghost town.
So we're standing at this really famous hotel, which is the Cassadaga Hotel. And we had been in there previously, and me, Staxx, and Cece heard this little bicycle, because you're supposed to hear this bicycle go. So we actually heard the bicycle.
Yeah.
Like it was a little tricycle, right? It was really cool. Again, we all heard it. We thought, oh, maybe, and it could be something playing. We want to believe, but you try and put your faith in the belief that it could be it. So we go back to this thing. Again, we're talking Sunday night.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 o'clock. It's locked. I walk around the hotel is locked. I'm like, how are the people getting out? So I was going to knock on someone because they have outside doors, like you could go in, like it's a patio with some furniture where the people that are in there could go smoke. So I'm thinking, okay, let me go knock on one of those doors.
Which is also dark. The whole entire hotel is dark, but
everything.
A couple lights on in a couple rooms.
Yeah, and they were flickering lights. They weren't real lights.
That's what I'm saying. It was
weird. Like a candle, right? So I go walking up, and all of a sudden this crypt keeper comes out. This 100-year-old man, and he looked like something straight out of Tales from the Crypt. And he's like, you can't come in. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Thou shalt not pass.
Right? That's what he said. Did he not talk like
he
that?
Said,
you were standing right
what
there.
What are you doing here?
He's like, what can we help you with?
I'm going to get you and that rascal dog.
And I'm like, we just want to come in, sir. Can you get us in? Oh, that's impossible. I was like, well, we heard about we were here for the haunted hallway and stuff like that. And then Dees said something like, hey, we heard you can go up in the attic or something. And the guy goes, you'll have to come back tomorrow and ask. He's like, probably not. It was just, he shuts the door. I mean, it was everything about it was just so fucking dead on.
Weird.
So then we go to this, right across the street is this psychic that every sign on his property
says open. It says open.
Lit up.
It's lit up.
Neon fucking signs. The sign hanging that he has permanently that says we're open. I knock on the door, right? And the guy, this 70-year-old man comes to the door. And there's a sign up that says Kathy and Steve are brothers. Brother and sister, medium, and psychic. Whatever they are. And he comes and goes, what do you need? I said, well,
there's 1,000 fucking signs. I mean, 1,000.
Seriously. I'm like, what? A reading? like I was thinking.
You have some sugar? You have some Kool-Aid?
I mean, right?
I didn't want to go in at all.
You heard the guy. Cece's on the steps.
Starts yelling at you.
He's like, well, what do you need? And I said, I said, we want a reading. He goes, we're closed. I said, put your sign right there. It says open.
Signs.
He goes, I forgot to shut it off. I'm like, okay, all right, thank you.
He must have a fucking lever that just comes down and shuts them all
he's
off.
like this walk-on, dude. So he fucking goes and he just shuts the door on me. Doesn't even. Cece and I'm at the door. She's on the steps. These two are like right on his driveway, and this whole exchange goes on. And I turn to Cece. I'm like, I guess he's not seeing us. You know?
And by the way, he must have got lost in the dark. He could not turn off the switch at all. The light still stayed open.
Until we left. The sign was still like we're not talking like when he's not exaggerating. There was 20 signs on this man's property.
Yes.
The biggest one he had was like a bar sign that was in neon, and it was in his window. And it was illuminated. The only light on in that fucking hole in town illuminated his driveway, but he was closed.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god, it was so ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
So now we're driving around, and we just realized, as Dees says, like we are really seeing. We pull up to this lake, and we learned from the lake last time that there's a lot of suicide. I don't know how you commit suicide in the lake, but there was people that die in this lake, right?
Right.
Remember
they tend to see spirits down there, or something like that. Right?
So what does Dees see? Dees sees a white van, right?
With black tinted windows, like dark as fucking night.
Like you ever saw.
Yeah.
Like you ever saw. Like you really weren't seen in the windows.
That was a real threat. That was 100% real threat.
So Dees is like, and there's people down at this like little, there was next to the lake, there was like a little deck part, you know? I'm trying to think of the word. Like a little round thing. What the hell they call it? Yeah. What the hell they call it?
I don't know. It's kind of,
you know what we're talking. What do they call those things?
Gargoyles.
A round thing, a little deck with a roof over it. Come on.
Pergola?
No, that's way too fancy. I would never have thought that.
That was
word.
my second guess.
Yeah. Anybody out there knows what that? Again, it's whatever it is. So and there's a couple of people on, right?
A gazebo?
There you
Gazebo,
go.
yeah.
Fucking pergola. What do you? The first word. Say that first word again. What?
Pergola.
Pergola. Isn't that the flooring type?
Parka.
Gazebo. Thank you. Right, gazebo. So so there's like 4 or 5 people on this gazebo. Now this van is running like the entire time it's running, and we're talking like he should have just not had windows. It was so black, right?
Yes.
You couldn't see it. Yes. And so I pull up behind. We were going to go down the lake, and Dees is at this point now he's a little shaky. There's no lights.
I thought that Hanson guy was going to walk out and be like, "You've been caught. We got predators down there by the lake.
Are you part of the predators?" So we're standing. We're in a car, no less, right? So I'm behind this guy, and he's like, "You're not gonna sit here." I'm like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna get out." I'm not getting out. We're not getting out. By the way, I said, "Come on, let's get out." But he's like, "Let's at least walk down there." You see that van? You see that van? It's right. So I get behind the van. All of a sudden, the van starts to move, but it won't move.
It won't move.
It's literally
fucking creeping.
Yeah, it's creeping. Very weird. Again, we're talking the entire town dark.
Yes.
Let's make this very clear. Yeah. You think we're exaggerating?
No.
There were no lights, no lights on in this town at all. No street lights.
And you thought it was abandoned, and we thought it was abandoned.
I thought it was abandoned.
And you wanted to go in. I was like, that's a bad idea. But then all of a sudden, you'll see movement, and these houses look condemned.
They did. Condemned completely. Yeah. So I kept going by these houses. I'm like, okay, we'll stop at this one. I was like, this one looks good to go. So we kind of stop in front of its house, and I'm like, all right. And I'm trying to negotiate with these guys to come in because if we're gonna ghost hunt, let's all ghost hunt together. I'm not going by myself, right?
Out. Dees was out.
So we stop, and all of a sudden, there's a person. There's a person. All right, that one's not abandoned. We go to another. Now we found these really two like they were definitely abandoned. One had a raccoons like on the driveway. The screen door was there, but there was no front door. Now it was dark.
Yeah.
Now it was like dark.
And all the garbage is out.
But it was but it was
weird.
But I think the one guy had garbage cans out. That was weird.
That one was that one was boarded up.
Yeah, it was boarded up,
and it had like. It's garbage out for pickup.
Yeah, it did. It sure did. In cans. It was very weird. In cans. But the other one across the street from it was definitely abandoned.
Yeah.
And that was the one that I was going to go in until CC just called me out. I think you're a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. I'm doing this by myself. Well, you wanted to go? And I said, okay, somebody just come up to the door with me. And these guys were getting so fucking like, all right, are we doing this? You're not doing this? Because the one, like there was a house directly across the street from it that you knew some sort of bikers lived there because they were bikers.
Yes. Shit house. A Harley bike. like across the street, the house is abandoned, and there's not even a door on the fucking thing.
Yeah, no.
There's
door.
like a screen, like a metal door with bars, and then it's wide open.
Yeah,
but this guy has a Harley in front of him.
A fucking Harley, and they had a right. They definitely were. They had a right to say. If I went into that completely abandoned house, the guy across the street in the Harley Because I saw him move by the window.
Come out with a fucking lantern.
It's all silhouettes. Nothing here is concrete. We all need to go together so you and your wife and everybody can experience this. There was like just a silhouette going across. I'm like, oh my God. I could see if I went into that house, he probably would have had something. Maybe just come out and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You know?
What's going on out here?
Or shot me. I mean,
maybe. Yeah, man. I mean, we are in Florida.
Yeah, that's they were worried about like squatters in the home. And I don't, again, can I say there would be? Yeah, there probably were, but I was carrying. So it wasn't.
Well, I was more worried. Because you get a little crazy. You want to just go into abandoned houses that I was like, we got to ask permission to go ghost hunting.
How does
he
that
just
happen?
wants to break into a house.
This one looks abandoned.
That's what he does. He's serious. So I had to talk him like, listen, we're either going to get arrested or murdered from these people around us. Don't do that.
There were a couple of houses you were right on, but that one house, now we're in the car again and we're having this conversation. Who are we calling? Who are you calling for the abandoned house? Who are we calling?
You go back to the gravesite and you dig him up and you ask him if he's alive. See if he can on his
I'm like, who the fuck are we calling? And we're arguing about it. Well, you got to call someone. Who am I calling? Who am I calling? The real estate people? Hey, it's the house that can I go in? And then he's like, why don't we'll go back and we're going to do it since I'm going to call them all out on their bullshit. And we're going to go back to the house. I'm going to knock on the Harley door and I'm going to be like, are you going to be okay if I walk in this house? And he's like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Then we're going to go into the house. I'm like, Dees, is that okay? Did we grant them? Because I have seen when Staxx presented this idea, it was bring him into places that he's uncomfortable with. It can't be us going in because I don't give a shit. Maybe you two. I don't know how you feel. I know how you feel. You don't want to bring the ghosts around.
The last time I went in an abandoned house was I was in high school, and it was an abandoned house on the beach, and it was badass. During the day, we snuck in, and like for a minute there, you're like in fantasy land, and you're like, we could stay here forever. Yeah. This is our house now.
You just might. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, you don't know. Like, I get nervous because I watch those shows.
That's where he got the idea.
I've seen guys go into houses, and all of a sudden somebody pops out for real life. And
but that's got to be staged.
And it's a fight. It's a fight.
Well, that's the thing. We fight or die, right? But that's the thing. It's got to be, those kind of things got to be staged. Every time I've seen the people going to haunted houses, they are going deep into the woods and all of a sudden finding an abandoned house. And they're like seeing shit and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. Yeah. But I just don't know who you'd call. Like, I don't know who the fuck. You either do that or you don't. You know what I mean? Because we can't ghost hunt. And we're not going to do the touristy shit because everybody does it. But we just become another tourist.
I don't want the whole sketch of being arrested.
Yeah, that's the thing.
First of all, already sketched out enough.
They were talking about being arrested, but I don't know. Like, again, if a cop comes up, he's like, "What are you guys doing in that house?" And we're like, "Whoa, we just want
to hunt ghosts."
Yeah, we're complete nonsense hunting ghosts. Maybe they give us a reprieve and be like, "Okay, don't worry about it." You know what I mean? They're
gonna out there in that town. They're gonna be like, "You guys are going to jail."
Yeah. Have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Put that online.
They're not even real.
Yeah.
They take you to places and they murder you.
That's hysterical. Speaking of cops, can you do me a favor? Can you punch up video 3? Is that thunder? I love it. We've been having some great rain. You were just saying as you came over here, but we are going to do that. So stay tuned because we are going to go out and we're going to get Dees into some seriously uncomfortable places that he does not want to go. But speaking of being arrested, you were watching some Chitwood. Have you seen the new Chitwood video? Watch this.
I love it.
Well, give me
I was actually talking about this before I seen it. I was going to send it to you.
Oh, this going here?
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
When he came off the plane?
No.
Oh, yeah. Where do you see this?
There's another one I want to
So Chitwood, Chitwood gets a message from a guy who says he lives
I did see this one.
He lives in Michigan or something, and he wants to kill him. Ohio. He says, I want to kill you. And he writes him this letter. And here he is.
I don't know what's going on with the volume here. We definitely need volume 100%. Let me get this volume figured out.
And he just goes to the guy, dude.
Right up to the guy.
Just
So this guy threatens to kill our sheriff here. Everybody doesn't know Chitwood in Florida. I love this fucking guy. As Sherpa told us last time, there is nobody that can take these guys down. Like, they're voted in, right? Who elects them in? They're voted in?
Yeah, the people.
Yeah, so and do they have terms or can they stay forever?
They can stay forever.
I hope this guy stays forever. Like he
just doesn't fuck around.
He does not care.
Just don't fuck around with him.
So they sent this guy a letter, and if it doesn't come up, I'll explain it anyway. So they sent this guy a letter that says, "Hey, you want a trip to Florida?" No shit, right? They fly him here on a premise that he's. Here it is.
Matthew, I'm Sheriff Chitwood. I'm the guy you want to kill. And there's nothing I can do about it. Challenge accepted.
I sent you a sermon. It was from
no, he's mentally ill.
Romans chapter 5.
That's what you find out.
7.
But you do know in Florida, a written threat to kill is a felony. You know that. Well, look, just so you know, I'm the one who made sure you came back. And I hope you enjoy your stay at the branch jail.
You violated
I will also tell you that you will not see Mickey Mouse on this trip. And you have to reimburse us.
And he's going to make him reimburse
for your stay at the county jail. Why don't you look me in the eye and tell me why you want me dead? Why do you want me dead?
I am a Christian.
So am I.
All I can do is to know you
so
are
am I.
You are not
How do you know that?
Because in Corinthians it says
bondsmen
are not Christian.
Okay. Well, we're going to take you.
You are not Christian.
We're going to take you where you need to go.
Fine.
Kill it
make
there,
sure the
bud.
cell has.
The guy gives zero. First of all, you see he has no other cops around him.
Yeah.
Like Chitwood just, and I know this guy's probably. I mean, he's not. He's not Superman, right? He's definitely got some guys like around the area, but he just walked, not even knowing.
He's
what this
always
guy
been like
is.
that, bro. He
I love him.
He's up front, man.
I fucking love the guy.
Yeah.
He
love
should be
Chitwood.
like. They need him in like New York or Chicago.
Yeah, he's like that guy
from Boston. He's from up north.
he?
He's
God.
Definitely not from here.
He's like that guy Grady from
Grady Judd. Yeah, they're on the same
from
tip.
Putnam. Is it Putnam?
No, it's not Putnam. Polk County. Grady
Oh,
Judd.
that dude don't fuck around
Another
either.
guy down here.
Yeah,
I've heard.
he tells
That's
it how
like
it
the
is.
one guy who said, "You shoot one of our deputies, we'll shoot you dead."
Yeah,
right?
he said,
I've
"I'll
heard
pull
that
you
guy
through the
too.
door.
Yeah.
Hope
An
you
older
break
guy
in,
with
they'll
glasses.
pull you out the door.
Yeah. I mean, that's just so badass.
Yeah, it is.
They fly the guy here. Tell him he's going to Disney World. Gets off the, but you can clearly see the guy's mental illness.
Yeah.
But Chitwood doesn't have to take that shit if he doesn't have. And we mentioned Chitwood on our reels.
Yeah.
You see it shoot up to fucking 2,000 views and shit. And meanwhile, I got like challenge accepted about us eating the pizza guy, and it makes 70. I mean, put in Chitwood. I'm gonna fucking put Chitwood, Joe Rogan, and Theo in the mud. Speaking of Theo, I want you get a minute. Put up video 8. What did you see with him?
I saw. We were talking about metal detectors in schools, and actually they started doing that process. Chitwood's saying by next year, all the schools will have.
Oh, really?
I think it was all the schools or the high schools will have. I didn't really catch the part.
What a sad state, right?
But he tried it down in a high school down the road from us. Atlantic. So. Man, I think that's great. I think it's great.
I do too, but it's a sad state, right?
I don't like it. It's a police state, big fences. You get locked in. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, man. But you don't want your child at school. I mean, things going on nowadays, man.
Correct.
Walking in there with guns.
Correct.
I think it's a bad thing at all.
I don't see. I can see both sides, and I think that if you're going to do that, just hire the off-duty cops like our little kid's school has. That guy stands out there all day long, and he is fully armed, and we can see it. You know what I'm talking about.
Or just arm all the kids, right?
I would not be. I wouldn't.
That's what
you kid.
That's the answer.
You kid. But I think as soon as Bam gets old enough where she's not scared, she will learn how to shoot a gun. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a God. It's I shouldn't even say it's our country right. I was going to say God given and give that one to Sherpa over there. But at the end of the day, it's our country right I don't think the child should be carrying a gun, right? But I think that she should know how to defend herself if God forbid everybody broke in and here's where the things are. Daddy's stuff is here. Here's the combinations. Come out, pull the trigger, walk away.
It's just not the same world where we were living in.
It's not.
It's just not.
School shootings are the most ridiculous.
And
thing.
I never would want to get that call.
No,
I mean,
God,
for the precautions they're taking, it's kind of an ease thing for me, but still, man, you never want to get that call.
You think I'm crazy to go into a fucking house and shit like that, right? I could only imagine, and I can't say it I can't say it on air, but people out there in Chicago know how I patrolled the 7-Eleven for years, and if we got that call that somebody was at the school, I don't know that I wouldn't fully arm. And I'm sure I would hope the cops would be in because somebody would have to go.
Yeah,
somebody would have to go.
It's a devastating thing, man.
Terrible. Cece was there the other day. And did you know this? And I don't know, was the big C at the school the other day, dude? When they did the little field day?
No.
Oh, where they locked the school down?
They locked the school. Yeah, it was a drill.
Yeah, it was a drill.
Cece was like, I was looking for fucking Bam. Yeah. And they put him in a room, right? And they didn't even tell him it was a drill. They had them push into the quickest room they could, shut the shade, lock the door, put a chair on the door. Why all, like this was a field day. It was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And it was a drill. They didn't tell him it was a drill.
Yeah.
Cece was like trying to push her way out of the drill to find the child. Cause our moms are with these kids, right? They're very, they're hawks, man. So, and she's like, this teacher just kind of like whoosh, pushed her right in and said, stay the fuck there. Don't, again, they know it was a drill. So Cece said she was fucking terrified. And I'm like, I said, you go find that child. If you want to go find your child, fine. And she's like, all right, good.
My daughter was in tears. I mean, she really thought
scary.
She thought it was.
But I guess it's good to drill it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were under our desk I don't know about you two. I was under a desk, for a nuclear attack. And I was thinking under that desk, this fucking piece of wood and metal is not saving, because there was a, do you remember
last thing you're going to see is wooden desk.
That's the last thing. I'm going to see the feet of my teacher.
You're going to visit a black hole.
Do you remember the movie when we were growing up called I want to say The End of Days? Do you remember when it was like a depiction of a nuclear? Yeah, something. I don't remember.
That's End of Days.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you remember? It was like one of those school movies. Well, it was a legit movie where it was a nuclear attack, and they show what would happen if a nuclear bomb went off. I remember seeing that movie before during these drills.
You're not talking about Red Dawn or nothing. You're talking about,
I don't remember. But it was like a guy. I'll never forget. It was a guy at a kid at a fence, and then all of a sudden this bomb went off and a big mushroom, right? And it was like the way slow motion where all of a sudden the bomb went off like 50 miles away or whatever, and he was at the fence. He looked at it, and disintegrated.
I did see that. I don't know what movie that was.
Yeah, right. But it was something they showed us as children. And I'm under this desk, and I remember this. I'm like, this desk is not saving me from. Right? I'm thinking I want to grab tits. Yeah. Like if I'm it sounds ridiculous, but I'm thinking if you know it's your last moments, right? Do you have enough composure to get laid?
They're going to find you with like pins and pocket protectors on you. And this guy must have been a scientist.
Yeah. Like you're going down on a plane. Do you try and finger the chick next to you? Or do you just go down? Yeah. Like what's your last thing? I don't want to be the guy screaming and crying. I want to go out in a blaze of glory. Like, okay, let's just try this.
Fix it.
I mean, right? You're just spiraling down. All right, speaking of where I'm going to put Theo Von on our shit. Hey, here's your guy where you were attacking me more than you were about. You don't really ever say, this guy was like, you guys think you're Theo Von? I said, fuck, I think I'm Theo Von. Look what this guy did in a bar last week. He going to get canceled? Watch this.
I've seen this. Yeah. I don't understand this.
Jason, drop the
guy just goes up and says happy birthday.
Yeah, he was this guy, from what I understand, this is the clip I saw. He's in a band, and after he got done playing, he was trying to wait on to see Theo Von. Now you can't hear what he says to him when he's that close. So there's always that version of what he's telling you, but you don't know why he just. Because that's kind of ballsy for him to come out of nowhere and just yoke somebody up like that. So.
Yeah. Did you say yoke?
Yeah.
Yo, yoke.
Yeah, yoke somebody up.
I didn't know that. Right. I just learned. Did you?
But why would he do that?
Yeah, why would he do that?
Yeah.
And how come nobody say anything about that? Like all of a sudden he's not in trouble and all that. But fuck, we say one Riri shit one time, and all of a sudden we're gonna be on all kinds of fucking.
Maybe
trouble.
He's not approachable.
Yeah, clearly Theo Von is not approachable. But I'll tell you one thing. Thank you, Theo Von. You put his name in the fucking the reels and shit. It goes, and then we had a guy comment, as we all know. Oh, you're gonna fucking Dick Dastard's brother? Jimmy Jubag, where he says you're gonna fucking use that. You're gonna use somebody else's name to try and get your fucking name out. And I'm like, duh, yeah, all fucking day. And I don't know which one of you commented back on the comments of somebody was talking to you specifically saying, "Oh, I had problems with my neighbors." Also,
that was me.
Somebody also commented on Dees saying they feel for Dees. Thank you, Dave Russell, I believe it was. Yeah, Dave Russell. So, yeah. He says, he's been living in his house for the last 10 years or so, and he's started having four neighbors have come.
I was just like, dude, I get it, man. Try to get past it.
Did you, by any chance, I'm just good. This is going to be a 2-second conversation. Did you see the guy mowing your neighbor's lawn with the
No, but I'll tell you what I did see.
With the semi on it today? Yeah, he was on a semi fucking...
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, who the fuck is that
But let me tell you, since then, I rode down my road and my grass is not high, and everybody down that way is high. And I don't see a letter on anybody's house.
Sherpa, there's a guy. All of a sudden, I'm literally thinking it's him because everything's in my shed here and we share everything, right? So I'm like, is Dees mowing his lawn before the podcast? What the fuck is? It sounded like a freight train.
It did.
I thought
it was you.
I thought it was you.
I did.
And I kept looking for him. Like, why the fuck is this guy mowing? There was a guy. No shit. When I tell you a lawnmower from like 1952, one of those tractor lawnmowers, mowing the entire corner over here into the alley, and every time he came down, so I was like this. I was like, what the fuck? And it was a 60-year-old, 70-year-old man. I don't even know who the guy was.
Yeah,
I still have no idea who the guy was. He just showed up mowing her lawn. The guy next to him.
I was out there
like,
fixing,
this motherfucker better not mow my lawn.
I was out there fixing the water and the AC part of the thing, whatever. But I kept hearing him like, is AC mowing his lawn? Like I looked over, but it got so close. I'm like, it has to be him in the back or something. But I'm like, oh, our mower doesn't sound good. Mower sounds kind of rough.
Oh, fuck it. I was like, did he get another? I literally, the first thing I thought, oh, he got another thing on his door because I don't know why the fuck is he mowing at 6 o'clock? And all of a sudden I caught him on the corner and he was fucking like, it was from 1962 and the thing was like almost 7 foot long. Yeah. Like it had a whole back on it. And it was going at like 0 miles an hour. He was just like, it was ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
You know who probably else doesn't get complaints?
Who?
Cassadaga.
Anybody out in Cassadaga, we're sorry, but put lights on and clean your fucking property.
And put some beams under your roof so they don't fall.
Like, when was the last time you were there, Sherpa? When was the last time you literally rode around that town?
I don't know. It's not been that long. A couple years. Lake Helen kind of like borders it. Lake Helen's the community right next to it. Yeah. And I had some people that lived in Lake Helen, so I'd go out there occasionally.
Lake Helen's got to be normal, right?
I don't know. It's all kind of, it's all kind of not very, they don't got a lot of money,
It's not even, I think those probably houses, because Cassadaga is such a known town because for the mediums and stuff. And they all, we learned it the first time we were there. But you're right. I mean, they're like, these houses are dilapidated. Like,
they're
like they should be condemned.
And
we're talking the majority of them. Like, we're not even trying to be funny about. Like, they're scary to live in. One was, and I kept every time I went by, I said, "Oh, this looks abandoned. We'll try this one." And all of a sudden, you would see somebody in the house, but you would see the shed was completely down to the ground. There was like a ladder on the top of it. The windows were missing. It was really okay.
Yeah.
If the town's that broke, it's time to build a new compound.
But I think they like it that way.
Do they?
I think. The guy with the Harley does.
I mean, this house, the Harley house, was like, it was.
You can't tell me a Harley. I mean, they at least cost what,
60,
15 grand.
I'm
20
not. You're almost. You owned one.
Yeah. I mean,
20, they got to be 50.
Some
60,
of them are.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a bike probably like 20. It looked like 20.
Yeah, was it?
But my point is, like, fix your roof.
Fix your roof, man. Like, fix your awning. Like, you can't.
Turn your electric on.
How some of these people couldn't get out the front door because the awning was in the way.
There must be caves underneath their houses.
It made no sense. And then you were talking about this guy. This is my favorite guy. Go to video 4. I was just watching. What was it last night? It was the Knicks game, right? And there's Triple H sitting there. Triple H is like, but he's at like the announcer booth. He's literally sitting at I don't know why the fuck first of all, the game wasn't even in New York. It was in Indiana. And he's sitting there. And it made me think of the guy that you sent me the video of that we love, who works in some capacity for the WWE. And he launches himself in his backyard and he throws himself onto like refrigerators. The fuck this shit guy.
Woo woo!
This guy.
I don't care. It's kind of funny.
Flip onto light tubes, barbed wire pull, This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop! Fuck this shit! Whoop, whoop!
I mean...
Fuck my back! Fucking cut it!
I just don't get it.
First of all, where do you buy you? I had seen this guy a long time ago, and I didn't even think twice of it. You sent me the video, which I'm disappointed I didn't get because as I started to deep dive, I got one like the next one I had to get a pool full of barbed wire. Like you sent it where his father was shooting him
with rocket launchers.
With rocket M80s. Like the guy was getting shot with that, and he's like, "This is for the juggalos."
One guy I saw just after that I watched this video popped up. He puts 2 chairs and he gets on like both chairs.
Him?
No, some other guy, and he straddles the chairs and has a rocket in the middle of his ass, and he shoots it up his ass. Like a full blown rock, and he's down there like I'm just like I don't understand, but he had all these views. I mean, I guess you got to shoot something up your ass.
We're gonna see that's
insane.
Staxx comes to me and tells me that we need to get Dees into scary places. That's not what we need for views.
Yeah, I'm not shooting rockets up my ass. I can tell you that.
Can we shoot?
Gotta choose one or the other, man. Scary places or shit up your ass.
I don't do either of those.
Come on, we got a turtle over there.
Absolutely.
Can we shoot like Roman candles at you this 4th of July?
No.
How about if we put you in like a full clothing where you won't burn?
No.
Don't you think we should be able? Like we need
the views, man.
We need Dees.
No.
We're at the point now where stuff's got to go up your ass. That was on the contract.
I guess the show's not going to go anywhere.
Come on, Dees.
We don't hit our metrics, so snake goes up your ass.
I sit there and shake my head at every single one of those videos.
I know, but you.
People like it.
You'd be very funny if we could shoot Roman candles.
No.
Like if you were running up the block and we would just shoot.
It's for the juggler.
I mean, that guy has like fucking 5 million followers. That's no bullshit. That dude has like 5 million followers. And I watched I watched a lot of his videos.
No.
This dude is running into like full blown. He's jumping off of refrigerators onto tacks, on top of barbed wire, on top. He has his father or brother and somebody in a mask. The guy wasn't even fucking showing his face.
Yeah.
He was in a mask shooting him with M80s. These weren't even Roman candles. They were, and he's like, oh, and he's up against the fence. One went straight up his ass. It was just all ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think we need to do something like that.
No.
Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll run up the block and you shoot the M80.
Okay.
Or shoot Roman candles
right.
at me. Yeah, that's like I would try. I mean,
No, why?
what's the worst?
I don't know. It doesn't even make sense.
We need the views.
Why?
We like views. Once we get one that goes viral, we're in good shape. We don't. And by the way, BK called me and he loved the episode last time, right? And I'm going to schedule him for this weekend. If we're going to do this weekend's podcast,
okay,
we're going to try and get him on our guy who drains threes at 4'9", 5 foot. Now, I can't wait to hear the conversation about that guy. And then on that note, when he goes to his next event, I keep trying to get him to tell us if we could get a one that's future where we could show up. Wouldn't that be cool to show up?
That'd be cool.
Like, look at this guy over here. What's he got?
No, just tell them that we'll have people putting stuff up their ass, and we'll have a room and stuff will be going up people's ass.
I would about it. I think one of us is gonna have to do something.
You.
It's gonna be. I'll try.
Okay,
but you'd be funnier.
You're not gonna talk me into
you
it.
You running.
That makes no sense.
Speaking of running,
I shake my head at all that shit. It's funny to watch, but
we were talking about that the other day where we said we were talking about going down this dark road, right? And I said, "Can you run? Like when's the last time you ran?" And he says, "Yeah, I can't run. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a fight." I'm like, "What happens if Jason Voorhees came out of the lake? Right? Isn't that his name, Jason Voorhees from Friday 13th?"
Yeah.
I said, "What happens, D, if Jason Voorhees comes out?" And he goes, he says, "I can't really run." He says, "It's going to be a fight." I'm like, I guess it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a good fight because you're not running anywhere. They I got another one here. We've been talking about the. Did you know? I told Staxx, and I'm telling you now, Sherpa, that we're supposed to go see Jelly Roll and Post Malone June 9th. I don't know if anybody's gonna come with me. If any of you fuckers are gonna try and get out and go see him.
Where are they playing? Tampa.
No, Orlando.
Orlando. Wow.
In the Camping World. Looking forward to that. I don't know who's headlining. Is it Post Malone or?
I'm sure it's Jelly Roll.
Is it Jelly Roll?
Probably.
I guess they're co-headlining. I would assume.
Probably.
But speaking of that, and this is what made me think of that, you punch up number 6. Do you see how bad they're all treating Katy Perry? Like,
over that whole
all of it. Forget the astronaut shit. Okay. Or concerts now. Are you seeing what they're doing?
A lot of it's from that astronaut thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like backlash off of that. Like, who do you think you are?
Oh my God, she's become like the laughing stock. Yeah. Like if he gets this thing,
I think she got really mad about it, and she said something. I don't know.
They're making her look like a shithead. Look at this thing.
Kind of looks like a shithead.
Yeah, I know, but look, like,
where's the volume at?
I don't know. Everything should have volume.
Oh, there it is.
Go Gators. Oh my God. Patty cake, babies in my arms. I just needed to fart. Hey, whoo. All right. Punch. I forgot. Am I leading this aerobics class? Whoa! Death drop. There's my crotch. Take a good look at it. It's 40-something and used. Oh my gosh. How did I end up here? I feel like a bug that's dead.
Yeah, you can kill this chick.
Oh gosh. Hey everybody. Who thinks I should put on a jacket?
That's pretty fucking funny.
They're destroying her. Like they are, and you've seen that new one. I'm Nicole. I'm Tabitha. And then it goes, I'm Gertrude. Have you seen that? Yes. That new trend that's going on? And
every time, that one.
Yeah. And every time they go to Gertrude, it's her. They are like taking apart for whatever reason. They built her up for all those years, right? And you know how it is. They tear her down. They're making her a laughing stock. Like half her shows aren't even selling out and shit because they're doing that shit to her.
You gotta be careful in Hollywood because they don't make the wrong thing and it just goes with you for a long time.
They don't. They just don't. They don't give a shit, dude. And once they get their claws in you, you're fucked. Yeah. I'm hoping Jelly Roll and even though Jelly Roll's lost he's lost like 150 pounds.
Yeah.
He looks so different.
He's doing the runs and all that stuff.
He's doing the what?
He's doing runs and all that
runs.
Stuff. Yeah. He's running.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I bet he could get away from Jason Morehouse. Dees it's just gonna be a fight. He would lose. He would definitely lose for the simple fact that you can't win. You can't beat a guy with an axe and a sword.
Oh, I can't run.
You
I don't know.
I just feel like we'd be in some trouble with that one, I figure that if you're going to do that, I'd like to be there.
I hope so.
I would help you.
I hope so.
But if you start running, I'd start running, and then I'm not very good at running, so I fall down a lot, right? And this asshole tells me that, at least I'd catch up to you.
I'd catch up to you.
So he'd be in front of me, and then I would end up being dead. I want to get into two things real quick about things people should watch. First of all, you should all be watching that Sherry Parini episode on Max. It was about the chick who, remember 4 years ago, she claimed she got kidnapped. And then she's kidnapped by 2 Mexican women. Remember she said that? And then she was gone for like 22 days and then showed up with a chain around her. And then everybody found out it was a hoax. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the whole story, but I remember something like that.
You have to go watch. Everybody.
Was that a documentary?
Documentary. This chick is so fucked up. Like they didn't arrest the guy that she went to with her ex-boyfriend. She called her ex-boyfriend and planned this whole thing. She was jogging. She put down her phone, ripped out some of her hair, put it on top of the phone, and then went missing with her ex-boyfriend for 22 days. She was having, he had him brand her with Exodus and some number 6 something, right? And then she was having him shoot hockey pucks at her. in this room. She made him put plywood up on the roof, and then she just showed up 22 days later, and it was so fucked up. Like her husband's like, I'm done with this because in
score.
Like her husband's like, she made a recording of her husband, and the guy couldn't have been nicer to her. Hey, look, you're just going to assign the kids over because you're mentally unstable. You ran away from us. This is not the first time you've done this. He didn't raise his voice and anything. She came in and was like, you should hear this recording that I did with my husband. It was nicer than I talked to Cece, and I've been married to her for 18 years. I'm like, I'm telling you all, you need to go watch this show. Yeah. You will see 100% beyond, and I don't even say mental illness, just somebody who fabricated this story in her head and ran with it and can't get out of it. Yeah. Just because she was a chick who liked to cheat on her husband. Like she didn't want to get divorced. So she won. It's a 4-part series, 39 minutes. You gotta see. You like documentaries.
I do. I've watched a couple of demented documentaries.
This chick isn't demented. It's like you feel bad for her.
What's that one? I hate even putting on the spotlight, but what's that one where I don't know what their names were, but the dad got caught because he threw the kids and everything into.
Oh yeah, but see that's I can't even think about that guy. That's Chris Owens or Chris the guy out. Watts. Yeah, Watts. That's it,
dude. I watched that and I was just disgusted, sick. Like it was like what people are because he wanted to cheat on his wife.
Yeah, because he wanted to break up with her.
That's crazy.
That's
over the top.
You can't even comprehend that. Like and. There are things that stick with you in life, right? You see something. I don't know if you've ever seen something. I've seen people get hurt and shit like that get stuck with you. But when you hear a story like that, and we won't even say the things about the kids and stuff because it was just terrible. But you need to go watch that. And the other one I started watching was Pee-wee's life. There's a new documentary. He's dead.
That's just sad too, because you grew up watching Pee-wee.
I didn't see. He wasn't our generation.
He was mine.
He was yours.
Yeah, I was in it.
No.
I wasn't in it afterwards. It was that crazy.
Wait, you were in it?
I was in there. The whole fucking thing. Yeah,
you weren't there when he was jerking up.
They
tore him apart because he jerked off in a movie theater.
Yeah,
dude. There were as I was growing up, and I don't know about you guys down here, but when we were in New York, there were actually movie theaters that you would play pornos, and guys would go in there and jerk off. It was nobody was sitting next to each other.
Did you take part in that?
I never went into them because my OCD wouldn't allow me. Again, I got to be the first guy, and I definitely, if I'm going to be in the movie, I got to stand up.
We weren't in there jacking off, but we were in there finger popping.
But they tore him apart for that. Remember, he went in and jerked off and got caught. Yeah. But they did a whole documentary. I think that one I'm going to watch, and we're going to talk about that next week. And the last thing I'm going to do is, since we're talking hockey, and we're not even talking hockey, and I'm watching it here. Do you think that the fucking Panthers just gave up the other day to go to a game 5? They did not even play.
Did they have to?
Yeah,
do they really have to?
They should have swept on home ice.
I know, but do they? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was unbelievable. It was the first.
Nobody's matching their grit. I'm a Lightning fan, but I'm just saying, like they play dirty and they play hard, man.
They play.
And I'm not saying I'm not being that guy. They're dirty. I mean, they play fucking rough and tough, man. They do. They play rough. Yeah, they do. And you got to match that. If you're not going to match that, you're not going to have the Stanley Cups in your hand.
And they should have. They should have swept, and they didn't sweep because it looked like they took Game 4 off. I don't know if you watched the game. Like they lost 2-0 or 3-0, and they literally took I think it was 4-0. They literally took the night off.
Did you see? It's unbelievable. Did you see McDavid's breakdown in the locker room?
Yeah. Why is he breaking down? You haven't done
captain,
shit. But you haven't done shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they keep getting there too. Yeah. Like this is what's impressive about that is you have the Florida Panthers will be in the Stanley Cup final 3 years in a row. 100%. That's very hard to do. Yeah. 3 years in a row. Yeah. They've only won one, but they look like they're going to be there for right now. They're up 3-2 in the third period going.
Yeah, I mean,
and for all my friends out there in my New York land, the Knicks aren't making it. I know you and I were talking about that beforehand. The Knicks aren't making it.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that. I hate both Oklahoma City and the Pacers. They're just so gay.
Yeah. Who, the Pacers?
Both of them, bro. But Oklahoma City, they're both pretty boys, and they're playing the rough and tumble boys, and it just sucks that they're gonna both win.
But they're just, but putting gay aside, they're way Minnesota's over them. they're overmatched. Like Oklahoma State.
But they come out and, like you just said, they came out and dropped 4. What did they win by the third game? What did they win by? 40, 50 points.
50 points.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you? I don't get it.
Oh, you're talking about Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, did they? My point exactly. Do you think that Oklahoma took the game off, or was there some sort of force behind it saying we wanted this to go to Game 5? You know?
No, I think they played really hard. Like I watched that game. They
Oklahoma?
won hard. No, Minnesota.
Minnesota. That's what I'm saying.
They played hard.
But should Oklahoma's beating them by 40 every game, 30 and 40 every game?
I just don't like the pretty boy nonsense. I don't like the Halliburton. The other guy Giglius, Gankus, whatever that dude's name is.
Gankus, yeah.
You know, whatever that dude's name is. Old tight braids. Old worm head.
Yeah. Indiana. I'm surprised Indiana, but you know the Knicks can't keep trying to go down by 20 and come back.
Yeah, but what's his name? Brunson?
Yeah, he's the whole
gangster.
Team. And Towns.
Yeah.
And that dude Towns, man, they're carrying the team. But every game from the Boston series, I'm sure you're watching. You're a basketball guy. We've been down 20 in 3 different games, and 4 games, and 3 of them we came back in the fourth quarter. You can sustain that shit, dude.
No, and I'm not really a basketball guy. I was watching when the Magics were in the playoffs, and I kind of fell off. And then the thing with it is, though, it's so damn entertaining. I turned it on and watched the game, and I'm like, I'm back in there. I like jump back in.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love playoffs. I love any kind of playoffs.
Playoffs are good.
But I just can't wait for the final. I think the final is going to be in hockey. I think the final is going to be Florida and Edmonton. Right? I really wanted Dallas because it would have been nice to see.
I think it'd be Dallas. I do. I want it to be Dallas.
It's just not looking good.
It's not looking good.
Not looking good. And Carolina just scored, so now it's 3-3 Florida and Carolina. I think that Florida is going to go back, and I think Florida wins it.
Yeah.
I think Florida wins it. They're going to be, and then I think that I know it's going to be Oklahoma. We know that. I'm pretty sure they probably won tonight. And unfortunately, for all of us Knicks fans, Matt out there, Bo, all you guys, we all been rooting hard for them because they haven't been in the playoffs and fucking in Eastern Conference Finals in fucking 40 years, 30 years. We're not going to make it again. We're not going to make the finals again. Man. So this was a good show. 59 minutes. We're at 59 minutes. It's a time to go.
It's time to go, I guess.
Time to go. Sherpa, you got anything to say over there?
Nah.
He's always good. What? Can you lower that music a little bit in our headphones? Yeah, there you go. Oh, that works even better. All right, what do you got, Dees?
I just want to say I love the comments. We all love the comments. Keep them rolling in. Whatever you got to say, throw it on there. We love to hear the feedback. Like, comment, and subscribe. Grab a brew. Love you, baby.
Thank you. And I say check out for us because we're going to get him out to do some shit, whether it's M80s or Ghosts. It's going to happen.
Neither of those.
We're going to go live soon. And next time you motherfuckers better get on the live with us because there was 5 of them.
By the way.
Wait. Before you say that, and if you remember, Bud, one of those guys asked if he could join us.
He did.
He asked us if he could co-host. So there were 5 people watching and one wanted to work.
Well, you know what's funny is that we're not tech savvy when we don't have Sherpa with us.
No, not at all.
So for those who saw the live, we didn't post it because we couldn't figure it out.
We couldn't figure it out. We thought we taped it, but we didn't tape it.
There's a way to do it.
Yeah, there's got to be a way. And I say with that, thank you. Sherpa will just say Google it. I fucking hate when he says that shit. Thank you, and AC out. Complete Nonsense Podcast is brought to you today by Anglo-American Optical, a 100-year-old manufacturer of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check them out for all your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, ltd.com.